2023, I was 215 pounds and my gut literally got stuck trying to squeeze through a sliding glass door. 9 months later, I dropped down to 177 pounds and I didn't step foot in a gym once. Here's exactly what I did. Trying to squeeze through that sliding door made me really understand the phrase 10 pounds of in a 5-pound bag. This is when I took this before picture and was just totally embarrassed by what I saw. I'd always considered myself to be in shape, and that was quite the wake-up call. So I started looking for options for the best way to get in shape. And I was doing the math of having a full-time job, being married, having 2 kids, and the commute to and from the gym, the time investment of running a marathon, and the cost of either of those hobbies just really wasn't a possibility. Because I like my sleep, and especially at the time, our daughter was essentially a newborn. So her sleep schedule was broken, which meant our sleep schedule was broken. So getting up at 4 or 5 o'clock to go lift just did not interest me. And then after work, if I were to leave the house at 5 o'clock for 2 hours, there's the whole evening. Miss dinner with my kids. It's basically getting home and getting ready for them to go to bed. And I didn't want to do that either. So I landed on the jump rope. There are 3 reasons why the jump rope changed everything. The first one is there was no longer a commute to the gym. So I was instantly saving 40 minutes round trip instead of having to drive somewhere. Number 2 was there was no cost. I had a jump rope hanging on the walls, ready to go. So if you're looking to invest in a jump rope, you can spend anywhere from $15 to $20 on a mid-tier one, all the way up to north of $100 for the Cadillac of jump ropes. But that's totally up to you. You can start for very, very cheap. And number 3, there were no excuses. I could find 10 minutes either in the morning, in the afternoon, or after dinner where I was able to jump rope. It helped me build up consistency day after day, week after week, which I was not getting with traditional workouts. I've got different ropes for different workouts. And depending on my mood, I like to change out between the cross rope and some other ropes that I have in the gym. But most of my work and skill acquisition came from using the 1/4 pound cross rope. I've got the large size because I'm, according to my license, 6 feet tall, but in actuality, I'm 5'11". Anyways, the nice thing, like I had mentioned with the consistency piece, is even just 10 minutes of a basic bounce is gonna get you fantastic results. But over time, I was able to learn the boxer skip, double under, some crossovers. I really just started to have fun with cardio. And I'd tried other cardio in the past, but this just checked every single box. But let me take you all the way back to September 2020. For the first month through 3 months, it was a little difficult, but exciting. So I was able to dust off some cobwebs and relearn some skills that I had picked up back in like 2018. That was actually when I bought my first ever cross rope. I used it religiously for a while and then hung it up on the garage wall and let it collect dust. And I knew I wanted to get back in shape, so I picked it up and got to work, as you can see here. And it was exciting, it was fun, but I ran into some significant challenges with shin splints. My challenge, or my issue, was that I was jumping on concrete and it just was tearing up my shins. I remember I would be walking up my stairs from my garage and I could feel my pulse just in my shins. It would not go away. But that did not stop me because I was having so much fun getting back into it and learning new skills. It's a type of cardio that allows you to do more with your mind compared to just a traditional treadmill or recumbent bike. Like, you've got to make sure that your hands, your feet, your rhythm is all perfectly in sync. And if you throw in some headphones and cancel out everything else, there's just this blissful feeling that cannot be matched, in my opinion. So yeah, it was really just re-nailing the basics, getting back to that boxer step, learning double unders, how to get in and out of those double unders, and the sky felt like the limit. And then I remember months 4 through 6, that was when I noticed the first physical change, and I was putting on those green Eddie Bauer shorts. I'm not wearing them right now, but it's in that first clip. They used to be very tight. I thought I was gonna have to go up in a size, and then I remember one day they just fit. I was like, oh, this is exciting. And then a couple weeks after, I actually had to start tying the string on it because they were getting too loose. They're still my favorite pair of shorts, and I still wear them, but now I do have to tie them tightly, which is weird, but or not weird, but it's just, it doesn't feel like it's me. You know, you see how much you've lost, and it just, you can't believe it's your body that's doing the changing. And I was still picking up skills. I watched every tutorial I could find on YouTube, whether it was the jump rope dudes, Rush Athletics, Jump 15, I think it's Coach Nate or Nate 15. Anything that I could find, I was consuming because I wanted to learn everything that I could. So I was picking up skills like the side swing, the double side swing. I started entertaining with some XO and OX double under crossovers. And for, I want to say, this is going off memory, so don't hold me to it, but I would say I jumped rope on average 5 times a week because I was just having so much fun with it, and it was so easy to fit into my schedule. It was either first thing in the morning, 10, 20 minutes. If I had the time on my lunch break, I would do it. Or if the day got away from me, after dinner when the kids were winding down, I'd sneak outside for 10 to 15 minutes. And just those little wins helped me build up so much consistency and momentum to get better and better that it felt like could not be stopped. And then months 6 through 9, that was when everybody else started noticing the changes. It was like that extra fat you had around your face, that's gone. You've got abs. That's exciting. And it's also really when the skill set started to come together too. So I was stringing together sets of 10 on XO double under crossovers. I was able to mimic Floyd Mayweather's jump rope routine, which a lot of people have done on YouTube. And it's just one of those fun things to try. So you can do the hand pass, then you do the running crossovers, and then the double under crossovers. And what's exciting now, even almost 3 years into this journey, is that there's still so much more to learn. I mean, there's still this whole freestyle aspect of jumping rope with syncing it up to dancing and music and mic releases and all these things that I haven't even tapped yet. So it feels like the sky still is the limit, and I'm still excited every single day to jump rope, which I don't think a lot of people can say the same thing about their form of cardio. I don't think a lot of people are excited to wake up and hit the Stairmaster or, you know, slug a run in on the treadmill or whatever. There's something so unique and so different about jumping rope that I wish everybody on this planet could experience, because it is just such a fun, freeing feeling. So at my lightest, I got down to 177 pounds and then bulked up a little bit to 180, 185 right here. And the really cool thing about this is I didn't really change my diet or eating habits at all. I cut back on beer a little bit, but that was it. I still ate pizza, still ate ice cream, still had chips. I mean, it was just the consistent movement and activity was such a Kickstarter for my metabolism, going from being, you know, pretty much sedentary. And it did wonders for me, not only for my confidence and my health, but just seeing the results in the mirror was amazing. So my challenge for anybody watching this is for you to pick up a jump rope. Get started today. Try it for 30 days. If you're going to, drop a bullseye down below and get started. And if you don't know where to begin, I do have a beginner's guide to jumping rope linked in the video below. You can get a bunch of tutorials for free on YouTube. This is just a step-by-step guide on going from nothing to double unders in 5 phases. But again, I learned all this for free on YouTube, so you can too. But pick up a rope, get excited, and lose some weight, get healthy, and be around for your family for a long time. See you in the next one. Bye.